What's up? I'm LØLØ and I'm here with 932. I'm good. It's the second day of the tour, so we're off to a good start. Last night was amazing. Tonight sold out, so I'm super excited. Last time I was here, I did the smaller room. Tonight we're doing the bigger room, so exciting stuff. That was really fun. We had just had our tour with Swaco canceled and we had no hope. We were like stuck in Europe because I had a festival 9 days later and I was like, what am I gonna do? And then I got a message from someone being like, are you available to open for Modsun? And I thought it was a joke. Narrator, it was not a joke. And yeah, it just was like the light at the end of the tunnel. It was like the best thing because I was so sad obviously when my tour was canceled. And Modsun is like the nicest human on earth. I actually couldn't believe how nice he was. I was like, how do you exist? That show went really, really, really well. And I had my first nip slip on stage during that show, which was fun. I mean, it was embarrassing at the time, but now looking back at it, I'm like, that's funny. And Eindhoven is so nice. Oh my God, I loved Eindhoven. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm always baffled and like surprised by the people over in Europe like singing the lyrics to my songs. I'm always like, what? Like, how do you know this? Like, how do you know who I am? It's just like coming from Canada so far away. So I'm like, I'm always very, very honored and it's really, really cool. Honestly, just meeting everyone after, they were so nice. It was just really great. The audience was so good. Obviously, I mentioned the other unusual moment. Plus, there was a Bagels Beans there, which is me and my band's favorite breakfast place. And we were like, we knew we were close to Amsterdam, so we were on our phones and we were like, I just want to know how close I am to Bagels Beans. Like, even if it's 4 hours away, like, you know, it's 4 hours closer than normal. And we put it in and we saw 5 minutes from the venue and we started screaming like, oh my God, yeah, we love it there. And I had it this morning too. Honestly, I think the band is awesome and I love Chrissy, she's so nice. So I'm just excited to get to know everyone. I'm excited to be back in Europe again for a proper tour because last time mine got canceled. So I'm just happy to be here and that it's not canceled. Knock on wood. But yeah, I'm just excited to have a longer set. This is my first time having 40-minute set and being, I guess I was direct support last time, but it's my first time having a longer set. So yeah, a lot of exciting things to look forward to. I think out of my set, I feel like Debbie Downer maybe is the first song in the set that really warms them up because I hand out pom-poms and stuff and I ask them to cheer. And then I think You Turn Me On is like another crowd favorite of mine because it's my most popular song, so. I really like to sing Hot Girls in Hell because it starts off so like slow and like just like on guitar and I see some people taking out their lights and I'm like, oh, you think this is gonna be a sad slow song? No, it's actually a fuck you song. And then so I like when like the beat comes to kick in, I like seeing people that don't know who I am be like, oh shit. Oh, it's this kind of song and it totally changes the vibe. So I think that's probably my favorite one to perform. So far so good. I'm really excited for the new era. I think it's a little bit maybe poppier, a lot more like, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more singer-songwritery elements. But yeah, so far the reaction's been good. So I'm excited to release more in next year. I'm not allowed to talk about my album that doesn't exist and isn't coming out. But yeah, you can. I would say probably Boohoo. It was the first time that I moved out of my house, like in Toronto. I moved to LA and I was living alone at the time. And I like got there and I realized I was like, I don't know how to do laundry. I don't know how to use a dishwasher. Like, it was my first time being without mom and dad. So I just like felt really alone when I got there and I was just like, wow, like I miss being a kid. Like that was the first time that I felt like a grown-up, I guess. And so I wrote the song about kind of like reminiscing on the past and you know how you think as a kid like everything's so amazing, but then you grow up and you're kind of like, wow, the real world is like hard and scary. And so I would say that one means the most to me, and that was just like a time in my life where I was like, I went into the writing session that day being like, I'm gonna write a song about boys, which, you know, I love to do. But I was happy that it turned into that and that I was able to let out my feelings, and it honestly still feels true today. Like, I think the world is scary, and I'm just trying to like navigate it day by day, trying to be the best version of myself. So yeah, every time I sing that, I think about that. It's really cool because, I mean, I feel like all of us as artists have such a unique creative brain, and that is so almost like unlike everyone else. So it's cool to collaborate and be like, oh, like, this is what I would do with the song, what would you do? And then it just kind of like a completely new perspective. So I think it's really cool for like creativity to join forces, and you get something that you would never have thought of on your own. Green Day. That would be my number one. I don't know if it will ever happen, but manifest, maybe. Releasing a lot of music. Other things that I cannot say about the music that I alluded to before, but definitely you can expect a lot more music from me, and I'm really excited about it. Honestly, I grew up on like Green Day and Hilary Duff and Avril Lavigne, so I feel like it is a very like accurate amalgamation of what I am today. And then as I got a little bit older, got into Taylor Swift, Julia Michaels. I think they're just such good songwriters, like amazing. I always try to really tell a story with my songwriting and like be really specific and stuff, so that's definitely influenced by them, I would say. But yeah, those would be like my top. I guess never write new music again, because I guess someone else technically could write me a song and I could still go on tour. But I think if I could never tour again, that would be really sad. Because if I was writing all this new music and not being able to tour it, that would be so sad. That would be too hard. That would almost be worse. So yeah, I guess I would choose never not writing a song, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I found a loophole, yeah. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for streaming my music. Keep doing it.